Hello, hello, hello. Your local alien is here with a reaction to Supernatural Season 15, the final season, Episode 1. So I put off watching this for a while simply because I didn't have time and I wanted to try watching it with you guys. Especially since this is the final season, so there's going to be a lot of hype, a lot of discussion, um, and I kind of just want to be part of everybody theorizing, wanting to know what's going to happen next instead of catching up on everything after the season ends. So, yeah, this is the final season, and I'm not sad to see it go. Yeah, Supernatural isn't what it used to be. It's getting on in age. The actors have expressed that they don't want to be on this show forever. They want to be able to do new things. So, yes, 15, that's nothing to sneeze at. It's pretty impressive. Um, a lot of shows these days don't even make it to season 2. So, yeah, I mean, I don't feel sad about it going at all. I just hope it goes out with a bang, that this final season is memorable, that it's good, that it goes back to its roots a bit, back to the best of Supernatural before it got overly convoluted and everybody started coming back to life every 2 seconds and all of that stuff. But yeah, I don't know anything about this season. I haven't watched any previews, haven't read any reviews or anything like that. I am going into this completely blind. Um, I don't know anything. But at the end of last season, of course, we had Chuck coming back to Earth, or this universe, wherever he was, and basically throwing a temper tantrum saying, oh, if you guys aren't going to do what I want you to do, then have fun dying. And he basically started a zombie apocalypse because, it's supernatural and we haven't had zombies yet. So not a big fan of zombies, but I doubt it's going to be the entire season. Knowing how Supernatural goes, they usually just have the follow up to the last season finale last like 2 or 3 episodes. One of the many problems with the show. But yeah, I'm going into this completely blind, so please don't spoil me on anything. It probably will take me some time to catch up. Um, Namely because I don't have a lot of free time, but also because this is going to take a while to edit. But yeah, without further ado, let's just jump into this. Season 15, Episode 1. Alright, music choice. Makes it kind of overly dramatic, but. Oh yeah, I forgot all about Kai. I still miss Theo Death. I really hope she stays dead. I am not a Mary Winchester fan. God was never on your side. So are these not? Because it seems like when they kill them, the spirit just floats off, like they become ghosts. If that's the case, that means that they're not zombies in the traditional sense. Aw, Cash Grab Jack. Back into the Future. I wonder if this is a time travel episode. I'm a sucker for time travel. Now might be a good time to call somebody, perhaps. You want to talk? You're the one who tried to kill him.
Yes. Come on, man, ideas. Can you smite our way out of here?
Stop being so mean to Cash, dude.
Are we staying here? We're what, starved to death? I wouldn't starve. With the robe and the beard and the smile that's like half nice, half I'm gonna rip your throat out. Oh, let me play you a song.
The rope?
Yes, a little help here.
Yeah.
Those are the pipes.
Hmm.
The hell are we gonna do now?
Awkward.
You're
You want to clean that stuff off?
It's my Jack. It's a demon. What? Blending. Get out of him. Look, I know it's weird. My name is Belphegor, and I'm
Belphegor.
here from. Let him speak. He's an abomination. You're an abomination with that stupid, dumb trench coat. Cass. Hey.
Don't make fun of cats like that. Come on.
I'm guessing this whole hellmouth thing is kind of you. No, it was God. Yeah, sure. It's a long story. Okay.
But it's inadvertently you.
You know, virgins and puppies and virgin puppies. Look, downstairs I punch a clock and some angel blood. Yes.
It's like, excuse me? That's a lot of blood that came out of one cut. Do you transport the entire building? Oh, wow. So are we gonna... Well, obviously, Jack is gonna come back at some point, but are we gonna have a demon on our side again? Because
No,
after Crowley, we've been needing someone.
Mom just bought you this stuff? Yeah. Since the divorce, she feels super guilty. Awesome. Divorce is awesome. I know, right?
At first, I was like, don't possess the girls. Then I was like, yeah, these girls need to be possessed. The show absolutely loves blood splatters.
Looks like a woman in white. Exactly.
Going back to season 1.
We sent her to hell years ago.
Yeah, 15 years ago.
Well, if she's back, then they're all back.
So this is where season 15 is going. Oh, the clown. Sam's gonna have fun with that one. You know, I considered watching the older seasons before watching this final season, but then I was like, I probably won't need to. Now I kind of wish I did, but I think I'll be fine. You don't have anything to break that with? You you really haven't thought to break the window? I have a feeling that the mother hid her daughter in a different place, and the daughter's gonna survive. Otherwise, and the mother was just stupid throughout the entire thing. Why didn't she break the window? There were plenty of things around the garage to break the window with. Dean, stop being so insensitive. That's his son.
So people are like crazy good looking now, eh? What?
Now?
Last time I mean, look at you. I mean, you're you know, gorgeous.
What? Yeah, that says friendly. Just walking into somebody's house with a gun. Oh yeah, we're here to escort you.
Hello?
Did that thermostat say it's at 27 degrees? Sam's gonna get the clown. Well, there's a human heart for you.
Here, up here.
Oh wow. The mother did do something smart. How'd she get up there, though?
I'm gonna get you ready here, right?
Grab your gun. They went out of their way to give Sam this clown.
Rowena, we need your help, so move your ass.
Jeez.
No, I'm not. Move your exquisite ass, please. All right? Great. When you were in hell with Alistair, I got a chance to watch you work.
They're bringing back everything.
People, I mean, it wasn't torture. It was
Art.
It was art.
Knew it.
Yeah, but that was a long time ago. Depends.
12 years ago.
He wouldn't hold a grudge, right?
So you kill one Michael to get another. And Cash bothered to repair the clothing as well. Too bad you don't have wings to prove it.
Shotgun.
I'm sorry. When you shot.
Maybe don't do this in front of the child.
No.
She's already traumatized enough. Like, they don't call the federal office or call up a scientist or anything. They just take the word of some random guy with an FBI jacket on and a badge. Must be a pretty strong demon to tear through flesh, a rib cage, a collarbone, and then rip a heart right out. And neatly, too. Hardly anything was attached. Look at how neatly cut that heart is.
You shot me.
This little girl she's creepy. The little girl there's a ghost over there, and they're getting beat up. Huh. I'm gonna look over here now. What an interesting puddle. Huh. This girl is so nonchalant. Why are these ghosts running? They can teleport. It's about time someone picked up that child. That child who's still really nonchalant about all of this. Oh, it's a literal ghost town now.
And maybe don't tell anybody about the whole ghost thing. Or the angel thing.
Or the god thing.
That might freak him out.
Your daughter's not freaked out.
Thank you.
Aww.
You okay? Yes. Good.
Gee. Dean has been a jerk to Cash for like an entire season. God. Looks infected.
Knock, knock.
Okay.
Come on, knock, knock. Goose. Still got it. Yeah. So you and me versus every soul in hell.
And Cass.
I like those odds.
Cass is there too.
Yeah, me too.
And you got Rowena. Little on the nose there at the end. I mean, I could tell from the camera angle what you were going for. You didn't have to do the callback to season 1. I got it. Okay, well. Not a bad start. A lot happened in this episode. At one point, I was wondering if this was like a double episode because so much was going on. I am really tired of the way Dean is treating Cass. I am so sick of it. It was season 8 that Dean finally started to accept Cass as family and stop treating him as crap, stop acting like he's a baby in a trench coat. Season 8, Purgatory, is when that finally happened. And then in the last 2 seasons, more so last season, Dean has just been regressing. He's been letting all of his frustrations out on Cass and acting like Cass is just there, like he's not part of the family. At one point last season, after Jack killed Mary, he was like, "Oh, you're dead to me, Cass." I'm like, "What? It's been your family, Cass. You're our brother, Cass, for the last 5 seasons, and now because of something Jack did, Cass is dead to him. Like, it's absurd. Dean is really irritating me. And it's just the way they've been developing Dean these past few seasons, it's like they tried to show him as the big family man who always has a soft spot for whatever. You know, he let Jack in, he let Cass in, he let this person and that person in, but he is so quick to cut them out. He will cut out anybody and everybody except for Sam. Sam and Mary. That's it. His biological family is all that he cares about. His Some of his biological family is all he cares about because we know they don't care about Adam, which I wonder because it has been said, it's been implied that Adam is not in the cage anymore. But I do wonder, because if our Michael is getting out, then at the very least he'll probably have Adam's body. Huh. I do wonder. Basically, this is a good chance to tie up a lot of loose ends. It's also a good chance to stir up some stuff that was resolved. But yeah, a lot of unfinished business can be wrapped up with this final season. And I don't know how many episodes this season is supposed to have, but I do believe it's a full season, so at least 20. So yeah, a lot of room for wrapping things up. And it looks like, as of right now, we have another demon on board. Of course, we won't ever have Crowley back. Crowley's gone. The actor's not trying to come back. But we've got another demon who's with us until Jack comes back. And at that point, either the demon will be gone or he'll get another body. But what I'm hoping will happen at the end of this season, it's how I've envisioned Supernatural ending for a while now. Everybody dies. Dean and Sam at the least. Those two have to die. Because otherwise, this will just keep on going. The cycle will repeat. Every year, a brand new apocalypse. Something drastic is happening. A cosmic event. Which, by the way, something I'd like to be resolved this season. What about the repercussions of what Cass did? Billy said that there would be cosmic consequences for that. And nothing. Still nothing. That was just ignored altogether. But, yeah, if these two don't die, it's just going to be the same old thing. Because there's no way they're going to give up hunting. Not unless they, like, lose their memory or something like that. But they're not going to give up hunting, and they're not going to be content not hunting. So they have to die, because they can't keep hunting, because they keep screwing up everything. So the way I envision this season ending, how I hope it's going to go, is that, they save the world, and in doing so, they die. But it's a very peaceful death. It's a death that they're content with. And they die together, so there's no, I gotta bring Sam back! I gotta bring Dean back! None of that absurdity. And Cass, he goes back up to heaven, helps heaven rebuild, and he peeps in on Sam and Dean's heaven every now and then. He hangs out with them. You've got Mary in heaven, John in heaven. They're all together, one big happy family, blah, blah, blah. Originally, when I thought about the end of Supernatural, I had this idea of Chuck coming down during Sam and Dean's final moments and saying something like, "Oh, it's okay, you can rest now," and then like carrying them up to heaven. Yeah, that's not gonna happen. But yeah, at the very least, I do want them to die at the end of the season and have it be a peaceful death after they've put the world in order. Maybe it'll be a sort of thing like, oh, God's abandoned us, all the monsters, all the angels. We're on our own now, so let's work together to make this work. Let's work together to make a functioning world for ourselves. And maybe they'll instill some sort of peace. Not where, there's no monsters attacking, but there's a system. It's like an ecosystem, a balance. But, yeah, and then of course Rowena's gonna die at Sam's hand. Um, and then Jack's gonna come back, of course. Oh, that's another idea I had. Jack lives on. Everybody else dies, but Jack lives on. And he teaches the next generation of hunters. And that was because I was thinking about the terrible spin-off idea they had with Wayward Sisters. And I was like, here's a better way of doing that. Jack could be the one who lives on and then teaches the next generation of hunters, and then he just kind of goes on the sideline, you know? He tells the story, the legend of the Winchesters, including Cass, and it just continues on into the future. That's a good way to do a spin-off without dragging the actors into it when they kind of just want to be done with the show, um, without making it a cringe fest like I'm sure Wayward Sisters would have been. It's a very natural way of doing it. But yeah, I the finale of this could be really good or really disappointing. I don't know. We'll just have to see. So far, it's off to a pretty alright start. Um, you can tell what they're going for with this season. Just a bunch of nostalgia, bringing back old enemies, probably old friends as well. Um, yeah, final season, they're really going all out with wrapping things up. And at some point, Michael is going to be back. Let's see how that goes. I feel like probably Michael and Lucifer are gonna team up, call a truce, help resolve the end of the world business, and then I'm guessing probably one or both of them is gonna die fighting for the cause, or they'll be left alive at the end of the season, calling a truce, and they'll just kind of govern heaven or govern the world together or something like that. I don't know. There's a lot of different ways this could go, but the writers have a lot to answer for. A lot. Um, and we'll see just how they handle this. But yeah, that's all for me, and I don't know when I'll be watching the next episode, but hopefully this doesn't get copyright stricken, because I'd like to keep doing these reactions with you and see what happens each episode that gets us slowly closer to the final episode of Supernatural.